Ladies and gentlemen, you can see how enthusiastic Ada Fong is for BIM, and it is with her support we're all here today, and she has been the driving force for BIM at the CIC and the government, and I would like to congratulate her for all her hard work over the last couple of years. Please show your appreciation for Miss Ada Fong. I do wonder why we weren't all invited to go to Barcelona. That would be much more interesting for her presentation. But she's not here, we're all here. Now, before we get into the presentations, we have to acknowledge the sponsors, the speakers, and the supporting organizations. Without their help, without their commitment, without their time, this wouldn't be possible. So first of all, we'd like to bring the speakers on stage one by one to make a presentation. Miranda, over to you.
Yeah, thank you, Roland. Thank you, Mr. Eric Ma. Thank you, Ada. So this year we have donated some money to community chest, which means we've got a very meaningful certificate for the speakers, supporting organizations, and our sponsors. So I will invite you one by one. Mr. Richard and Mr. Sam Cullen from Ryden, please be on stage. Please, it would be better if you can stand in the middle of the stage. Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you, Richard and Sam. Please remain on stage. We will have a big group photo later on. So, and next, Mr. Chris Locke from Season Warming. Thank you. And Mr. Kelvin Tam, please stand by. Thank you. Mr. Kelvin Tam from Ronolu and Partners. Thank you, Kelvin. Mr. Gordon Yu and Mr. Tom Lee from Summit Technology, Hong Kong Limited. Faster, faster. Fighty.
Okay, thanks, Tom. Okay, quick photograph. Wow, I feel like a superstar.
Mr. Peter Corns from Graphisoft, Hong Kong Limited. Peter, please. Mr. Brett Carson from Autodesk.
Go on, you can do it. Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Great. Mr. Ken Leung from Exacto Limited.
Two in 1 week, huh? Yeah, nice to see you again. Thank you.
Engineer Francis Leung from New World Development Company Limited.
Engineer Leung, Property Tycoon. There you go. Thank you.
Mr. Peter Wu from Beam Anywhere and Ms. Alice Leung from DPR Construction. Mr. Wood Douglas from IBM Corporation.
Good morning.
Last but not least, I would like to invite our keynote speaker, Mr. Eric Ma, and our Hong Kong IBIM member, Mr. David Fong, our Vice Chairman, to be on stage to take a group photo. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Next, I would like to invite our dear co-organizers. Without their support, we don't have this very good and successful conference. So may I now invite CIC, Mr. Alex Leung and Mr. Ivan Ko, and also Hong Kong Trade Development Council, Mr. C.F. Ng, to be on stage and take a photo with our chairman, Roland. Thank you. Thank you for the support. Thank you. Oh, okay. Okay, gentlemen, please be on stage. Please be on stage because we would like to have the sponsors to be on stage to move to have a quicker program. So we'll invite the sponsor very quickly. We've invite our diamond sponsor, Ms. Christine Kwan from Dennis Lau and Ng Zhen Man Architects and Engineers Hong Kong Limited. Our platinum sponsor, Mr. Martin Agnes from Entalabio. So we can, please come on stage. We'll take a group photo instead. Thank you. So our gold sponsor, Mr. David Lai from Arab, Mr. Brandon McFarlane from Atkins, Mr. Steve Reed from Agnes Industries Vietnam Limited, Mr. Whitey Leung from Autodesk Far East Limited, Mr. Herbert Mark from Global Virtual Design and Construction Limited, Mr. Thibaut Stang from Graphisoft Hong Kong Limited, Mr. David Fong from ACID, Mr. Kelvin Ng from Chung War Development Holdings Limited, Mr. Karen Smack from Exacto Limited, Mr. Danny Yang from Fat Sumo, and our breakfast sponsor, Mr. Simon Ng from WSP Hong Kong Limited. Our lunch sponsor, Mr. Andy Lake from Equinix Limited. Our conference bag sponsor, Mr. Joshua Yao from Form Viking Limited. Wow, a big group. Thank you. Thank you all the sponsors. Last but not least, of course, our title sponsor, Stella Leung, Miss Stella Leung from CIC. Stella, please. Take your time, Stella. Thank you. Thank you, our title sponsor, CIC. Yes. Great. Cheers. Okay, one more picture from Michael, yes. Cheers, everybody. One more. You guys are too popular. Thank you, everyone. So please be seated. Okay, now we'd like to invite our supporting organizations. So I'll read it one by one. Mr. Ronnie Wong from Buildings Department, Mr. T. Kwan Kim from Department of Architecture and Civil Engineering, City University of Hong Kong, Dr. Andy Wong from Department of Building and Real Estate from the Hong Kong Polytechnic University, Mr. Sang Hoon Lee, Department of Civil Engineering of the University of Hong Kong, Mr. Kai Lok Poon from Development Bureau, Engineer Dr. Wong from Drainage Services Department. Engineer Chen Pui Sheng from Electrical and Mechanical Services Department. Mr. Chow Kwan Nam from Highways Department. Mr. Lei Shifan from Hong Kong U School of Professional and Continuing Education. Ms. Julian Lee from Hong Kong Design Institute. Mr. David Mack from Hong Kong Housing Authority. Ms. Winnie Locke from Hong Kong Housing Society. Dr. Francis Chen from Hong Kong Institute of Project Management. Engineer Ng from Hong Kong Institute of Utility Specialists. Mr. Alex Chen from Hong Kong Institute of Vocational Education. Mr. Ken Ho from Institution of Civil Engineers. Mr. Kwong Wing Cheung from the Association of Architectural Practices. Mr. Kelman Chong from the Association of Consulting Engineers of Hong Kong. Dr. Arthur Leung from the Chartered Institute of Building Hong Kong. Ms. Miranda Lui from the Chartered Institute of Civil Engineering Surveyors. Professor Mark from the Chinese University of Hong Kong. Dr. Franklin Yu from the Hong Kong Institute of Architects. Dr. Tim Law from the Hong Kong Institute of Facility Management. Surveyor Thomas Ho from the Hong Kong Institute of Surveyors. Engineer Dr. P.L. Yun from the Hong Kong Institute of Engineers, Building Services Division. Mr. Alex Zheng from the Hong Kong Institute of Engineers, Civil Division. Dr. Jack Zhang from the Hong Kong University of Science and Technology. A big thanks to our supporting organizations. Yeah, lots of support.
Last but not least, thank you for the support. Great. You got one big photograph?
Yeah, a big one.
No, I'm good. They're all teaming. They're all fed up.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Roland, do you want the program?
Great, thanks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all to our speakers, our sponsors, and our supporting organizations. A big round of applause to all the people who've been on stage.